Come on, man. What is he doing? Come on, man. There are multiple black women being considered. Multiple. Come on, man. And you ain't black.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the quartering, and it's finally happened. The pendulum has finally swung so far that regular people are actually starting to notice. We talk about on this channel all the time about how the woke crowd tends to really just, I don't know, disparage people of other colors, races, by treating them poorly, by thinking they can't achieve on their own without their white savior. We've talked about the soft bigotry of low expectations, the idea that the black community, for example, needs all sorts of your interference or quote-unquote help because they can't do it on their own. This is also true for really any minority community, but it's pathetic. It's self-aggrandizing. It's bizarre that anyone would think like this about a group of people. And I think to both myself and many of my viewers, we've seen it for years, that they actually are hiding open and upfront racism as anti-racism. That's really what's happening. And yesterday, the diversity chief, by the way, another made-up position that doesn't need to exist, at the BBC said that Idris Elba's Luther isn't authentic enough, according to BBC's diversity chief. He doesn't have any black friends. I read that 100% correctly. This is where we are now. This is where we are now. BBC's diversity chief, Miranda Wayland. Hold on a second. I just want to take just a quick. Okay. All right, just checking to make sure they weren't white, which would have been chef's kiss. The broadcaster's hit crime series, it's a hit by the way, starring Idris Elba, isn't authentic when it comes to storytelling around its black lead. Elba's DCI John Luther doesn't have any black friends, and he doesn't eat any Caribbean food. This doesn't feel authentic, she says. I read you an actual statement from an actual person who thinks this isn't wildly racist. Certainly not. This is like saying he's not black enough because he's not drinking grape Kool-Aid and eating watermelon and fried chicken. That's literally what this woman is saying. Well, probably reducing it to the absurd, but that's, in my opinion, exactly what she's saying. He's not smoking blunts. He's not black enough. I mean, this is where we are now with our woke entertainment. And I hope that they cancel the show over it. And I hope that this creates such a backlash that people will finally stop worshiping at this altar of insanity. Look, what you eat does not define who you are. It probably defines what's convenient to you or what is in your immediate area. I can basically guarantee many of the black folks in my community eat the exact same stuff I do. Why? Because I live in a small town and there's 7 restaurants. Do they drive 40 minutes out of their way to have quote-unquote authentic food so that they can please a diversity chief at some company? Or when mom and dad get home from work, are they just trying to feed the kids, pick up a pizza like anyone else? I would argue that whatever food you grew up eating is authentic to you. It's great having those big landmark shows with these key characters, but it's about making sure everything around them, the environment, their culture, the set is absolutely reflective of what exactly? Your prototypical black person? I guarantee you most black people in my state don't eat Caribbean food. They eat the same stuff anyone else does. It's more about, the black folks eat at Culver's because that's a popular restaurant in Wisconsin. Whalen says, explaining the BBC's diversity and inclusion strategy during the digital conference, it will be very much about how we can make sure this program is authentic in terms of story selling. So we're going to put them in one of those African tribal garbs now, so that you really know he's authentically black. Because black folks definitely can't enjoy a sandwich. Black folks definitely can't enjoy what's white? What, I don't know, I'm not black, but what do black folks think white is a white person food? Sub sandwiches? I don't know. But you get what I'm saying. Like, what he can't have a gyro. Dude can't have shawarma. Fans on Twitter are calling out Whalen's statement. Thankfully, here's some of the comments. From Christina Jordan. Luther isn't black enough to be real because he doesn't have any black friends and doesn't eat Caribbean food. We just knew that a diversity chief would be a waste of time. And I don't know what this means. Didn't we? Oh, didn't we? The worry is that we haven't reached peak idiocy yet. Yesterday, it was implied I'm not black enough because I didn't have any black friends in my photo. Today, BBC's diversity chief says that Idris Elba's Luther isn't black enough because he doesn't have any black friends. These lazy stereotypes are racist. Another perfect example, look, I live in a small community. I can only really speak to what I've seen. When I went to high school, when I was in high school, there was I'm not kidding you, 6 black kids in the whole school. And I graduated with one of the largest graduating classes in the state. Okay. Thousands of people in my graduating class. Guess what? All their friends were most likely white. So that's who's around you. This is so ridiculous and reductive. It's infuriating. And I am so happy that the woke brigade is actually putting their foot down here. I just read BBC's head of diversity, Miranda Whalen, say that Idris Elba's TV character Luther isn't black enough to be real because he doesn't have any black friends or eat Caribbean. Oh, this is the point I made. Okay. Just because Luther likes pies and mash instead of jerk chicken doesn't make him any less black. Turns out Idris Elba is white, so maybe he can be the next James Bond now. I mean, what? This is what you're paying people for. I bet you this person's salary, I wonder, because BBC is a government owned, I bet you this is public. A newly created role, of course. Let's see. Salary. Above. Oh, that's not that much. I thought that was $500,000. Above $50,000 a year. Who knows? This is some random website. What it actually is. I don't know. But you're the head of creative diversity. This is not progress. I don't think anybody on the planet would call this progress. This is what happens when you get your gender studies degrees and you graduate college $200,000 in debt and no jobs exist for you. You bully and push companies into creating this brand new position. Every time they have a controversy, they say, oh, well, you really need a chief diversity officer. Otherwise, this wouldn't have happened. Please enjoy my card. I accept cash. Just like Anita Sarkeesian said to, I think it was Cyberpunk, essentially, nice video game you got there. Sure would be a shame if I raised a stink about it. You should probably hire me to screen it for you. James Bembridge says, so Luther wasn't diverse because he wasn't a stereotype. I just read, I mean, this is insanity. The police turn on Luther every chance they get. How is this not an authentic black character? While Luther may not, quote, feel authentic in terms of storytelling for Whalen, a spokesperson for the BBC tells the CNN the broadcaster is tremendously proud of the award-winning series, which ran for 5 seasons from 2010 to 2019. What? Was it only every other year? The BBC also points to Michaela Cole's I May Destroy You and Steve McQueen's directed Small Axe series of short films as examples of commitment to diversity. Last year, the BBC committed to spending £112 million to, quote, support diverse productions over 3 years, as well as have 1/5 of production staff be from diverse backgrounds. Stupid. Stupid. Diversity quotas are dumb. If you believe in them, you're dumb. This type of people that believe in diversity quotas are the exact same people that say Idris Elba isn't black enough. Congratulations, you're racists. That's how far this has swung. We all saw it coming. Hope you enjoyed this video. By the way, if you haven't yet, please do consider clicking that red subscribe button down below the video. YouTube is purging subscribers every day, and it's the only way you'll find my videos. I really, really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed. We'll talk to you again real soon.